Like I said, I've been dealing with this for a long time. I was 3 when the situation happened. I was took from my grandma, Evelyn, which was the only individual that I knew since birth. I was took from her and moved to a whole nother state, and my life was a living nightmare. Finally was able to reunite with my grandma throughout all the negativity, the stress, and everything that I was put through. I got to come back home, which was St. Louis with my grandma, even though I had to go through drastic measures to get back. My daughter just turned 8 weeks today. And I have to worry about providing for me and my children. And then yet here, 19 years down the line, it comes to a point where I have to worry about whether or not my grandma would have to bury my dad. I just feel like no child should have to endure or go through what I have went through these 19 years of my life. Situation happened in 96. Here it is, 2014. I was 3. I'm 22 years old now, and I'm still going through the situation. As a little girl, I was with my grandma a lot and with my dad as well. My dad was always the provider. Physically, mentally, emotionally, anything, carpenter, mechanic, did house jobs, anything to be able to provide for his family. I go to visit my dad as frequent, as often as I can. I have took my son, Joshua, he'll be 3 June 6th. He has seen my dad on numerous occasions. They have many pictures. My son knows who his grandfather is. He recognizes him in pictures. He knows his voice over the phone, and he likes when we go visit him. Even after we got the execution date, he's never made it about him. He just basically been advising me that no matter what happens, if it does go through, I just have to be strong for my children and look after my grandma, my mom, Evelyn. Look after her and make sure everything is okay. Because in spite of what happened, I mean, I'm a victim of the situation as well. It will kill her, literally kill her. She has 2 children, but she has 2 children biologically, but physically, mentally, and emotionally, my dad, that's the baby. She only has 2 children, and her and my dad is the closest out of everything. And for him to be taken away from her and to rip her apart, she's already stressing enough. She's been going through this since 96, just like me. The only difference is I was a little girl, she was already a grown woman. I just ask that you as a human being, knowing what was going on with these drugs that they're actually using to kill these people. And they're not just random people. One day it could be one of your family members that will have to go through this. I'm just asking that regardless of the fact he still has to be in jail for the rest of his life. And whether you know it or not, it'll mean a whole lot to me, his only child, his mom, and a whole lot of other individuals, that if he's not killed by lethal injection on June the 18th, that'll mean a lot to us.